Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to our Metallica discography. So, for the uninitiated, let me fill you guys in about what's going on. Well, for whatever reason, and I don't exactly know how it's possible, but there's a very unusual smell of what smells like bacon, like cooking bacon grill in here, or spam for the uninitiated. It smells really good, but where is that coming from? I have no idea. Anyway, I'll try not and distract you guys from that for the moment. However, for those who do not know what our discography is that by Christmas Day of this year, I plan on putting a little bow on our time with Metallica, and that means doing the one thing that is probably the easiest way to really send these guys off, but probably one that's probably going to cause a little bit of controversy here and there, and that is every single Metallica song ranked from worst to best. As you can imagine, I anticipate the comment section is going to be alive and kicking as usual, and people who comment on YouTube videos, as we know, are very, very respectful and very, very well-rounded, as we all know. I suspect we'll get into a little bit of a back and forth about what are the correct opinions and the obviously wrong ones, and we'll come to the conclusion that I was right all this time. And if you disagree with me, well, I challenge you to make a better list, if you can. So with that being said, the way we're doing this is that we go through pretty much Metallica from start to finish, and out of all 120 songs we are ranking, we are now at number 21. So it means there's only about 99 to go. And considering that Master of Puppets is by and large probably joint second alongside, joint first I should say, alongside Ride the Lightning for iconic status, it should be worth noting is that there's some things here and there that I must admit I would say Master of Puppets is better, and there are some times where I would say Ride the Lightning is, well, in the exact same category, so that doesn't help much either. But I will also admit is that there are some really, really curious oddities that take place in Master of Puppets, and one of those is what happens today. And I really do appreciate it when Metallica almost becomes Doom-Talica for the purposes of this. And what do I mean by that? Well, prepared to be drained of your sanity as you will face the thing that should not be. Looking beneath the sea. He searches, under of the shadows is rising. Immortal. possessed. Drain you of your sanity. Face the thing that should not be. Fearless wretch, insanity. He watches the game beneath the sea. Wait on one, forbidden sight. He searches under of the shadows is rising. Immortal. In madness you dwell. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very underrated insofar as Metallica is concerned. But one that I also could straight up not deny, because that was just fun. And again, I say Doom Metallica because that's legitimately the vibe. It's a very, very... It's what it does fill me with a lot of excitement, because I think this is technically the last time that Metallica pseudo did a song about like Lovecraft lore and stuff like that. And I was about to make a claim that it's basically the Call of Cthulhu with lyrics. And this brings me into... because should, like, the Call of Cthulhu maybe move down a little bit? I'll tell you what, I think I'll move it maybe... I'll move the Call of Cthulhu maybe just one down. And for the thing that should not be... This is a trickier one still, because I really like it. but how much do I like it compared to what we've covered? I think the thing that should not be, it's the very top of the third tier. So yeah, for reference, ladies and gentlemen, for this, because what I originally did is that I made a tier list, so it gives me flexibility, and I'm able to actually shuffle around songs at will in case there's certain things where I think it should be placed here or it shouldn't be placed there, and it's a very good reference point in terms of, well, how I'm going to do this this video at the end of the year. And for reference, the very top tier, I'm specifically leaving for the top 10. Like, it's like an exclusive club, so to speak. And most of the other tiers are roughly fair game, insofar as what I think. And there may be some points where I'll have to like move things a little bit further down, and some things I'll move forward here and there. But for reference, I moved the Call of Cthulhu maybe one spot down, if I had to like give a bit more thought to it. So for reference, I think the Call of Cthulhu is better than My Apocalypse, but like very, very slightly behind Fixer. And I might go back. I'm going to go back and forth on that a lot, including by the time we get to Fixer. But as to the thing that should not be, I think it's, after a little bit of soul searching, I think it's better than That Was Just Your Life. But I think it's a little behind You Must Burn. But as I said before, this is certainly going to be subject to change. And by the time we do get to 72 seasons, which is quite a while away, I'm sure we'll be able to come to some sort of arrangement. I should also mention, we're also including the Beyond Magnetic LP for this, because technically it's just an extra bit of Death Magnetic, and there's 4 songs in which we can evaluate, and guess what? We can include those. It's not really going to change that much, but we can still talk about them. And in the meantime, I'll see all of you guys again next time, because coming up next time, we are really going back to day 1, and you'll see exactly why.